Alright, this is Fred from Mass Fusion Studio. I just want to give you a little tip here about how to set levels the correct way on a Behringer X32. Alright, a lot of guys are teaching you the wrong stuff. They're showing you to go to your channel fader meter and you adjust your gain on your preamp until you hit minus 18 on your channel fader. That's not how you set your gain on a X32. Okay? Now I'm going to show you what you're doing wrong. Okay, so you always want to use your preamp, the Midas preamp meter, and you want to bring that, you could bring it up to minus 18, up to like maybe minus 9, you get a nice signal. Just try to avoid, like up to 6 and 3, or else you're going to start clipping. So here, I'm going to show you. Alright. Right now I'm at minus 18. I'm going to bring it up to about 12. Alright, I'm just clipping off at 12. Now look at the channel fader. See how nice and hot we are? My fader's sitting at unity gain. My master is at unity gain over here. Now look at the peak meters. You see them? We got a nice hot, this is a 2-track mix down that I just did. And we have a nice level coming out. So this is how you do it. Now I'm going to show you when you do it their way, what you're doing wrong. So now we're going to back our preamp down. Right, and we're going to set minus 18 on the channel fader meter. See, now we're at minus 18 on the channel on the fader. Look at how low. Look at that. Look at the master. See how low the mix is? That's minus 18 on the channel fader. That's the incorrect. You don't use this channel meter to set your preamp level. Okay? So they're teaching you the wrong way. Look at this. I'm minus 18 there, and I'm just clipping minus 30 dB on my preamp signal. So this is the correct way, guys. You want to set your preamp gain to hit minus 18 up to minus 9. You hear how much louder that is? And we're not clipping on the channel fader. There's no clipping. Look at how hot my master is. Everything, all my faders are at unity gain. That's the correct way to set the channel up, to set your inputs up when you're mixing. That's the correct way. You use your preamp meter. You don't use the channel fader meter. You don't use that when you're setting your preamp gains, your inputs. Okay, so that's a tip from me on the Behringer X32, the correct way to set your meter levels. Did you hear distortion? No. Don't listen to them that if you bring it past minus 18 on the fader level, you're going to get digital distortion. I've seen guys with channels with oscilloscopes and they're measuring harmonic distortions. It's like, did you hear harmonic distortion in that mix? You probably heard the mic overload when I was talking with the mix, going into my camera here. So, here. Listen to it. Tell me if you, I'm not going to talk. Tell me if you hear harmonic distortion and digital clipping with the preamp set that hot. I'm going to go even hotter. So that's how you do it, guys. That's the correct way to set your level up on a Behringer X32, the Midas 32, the M32, which is the same setup. It just has better quality preamps and a couple of other options that this unit doesn't have. So that's the correct way to set your input level from either your instruments, or if you're in the studio like me, I use it for studio work. I have my tracks coming from my DAW into my X32, and I use my direct outs on the X32 to go into my analog console. I mix an analog with analog external gear, and then I bounce it back through here into the DAW. You know, that's my workflow setup. So that's how I go about things. But that's the correct way to set an input on a Behringer X32. Okay? You use your preamp meter. You don't start turning up your preamp and start checking your fader level meter. That's not how you do it. So this is Fred from Mass Fusion Studio. I hope you enjoyed this video, and give me a thumbs up, and you know, if you want to subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you.